I want to create a 3D effect using air-dried clay on this original painting of water lilies. To achieve this, I'm rolling out the clay into thin slices and I'm using just a cutting tool to cut them into the shapes of lily pads. I'm also using a palette knife to create those indents into the lily pad to make them look more realistic. The next stage is to adhere these to the canvas. So these are still wet at the moment, and this is because when I glue them onto the canvas, they will kind of mould and be more flexible to the canvas. I am using the Gorilla Wood glue. This is the perfect bondant to make sure that these stick on. I've used it on multiple canvases before and it's worked really, really well. So doing the exact same technique but with the water lilies this time. The water lilies are more curved. They need to hold a shape. So this is why I'm attaching it inside a curved trinket box. I'm using various tools to create various textures to mimic the water lilies, as you can see here. Once dried, these are then attached to the painting and this is what it looks like when they are all dry. This took 2 days to dry in total. Then I always use like a polyfiller just to fill in all those cracks around the outside of the water lilies. Again, this also helps secure these to the canvas as well. Then I like to add another thick layer of paint. It can just be a one colour all over the water lilies and lily pads. And again, another layer of sealing onto this. Then I go in with my acrylic paints, doing exactly the same thing like I did before when I just painted the canvas on a flat level. So again, I'm just double dipping, using multiple colours. Here I'm using a palette knife to add texture. Eventually this will all blend in like one painting. I decided to only add clay to the bottom of the painting so that it creates a more 3D dimensional effect, like you're looking up the pond with all the lily pads on. The further the lily pads are, the more abstract they look. And again, just adding more texture, more contrasting colours to create that vibrancy, a bit like Monet's water lilies. Just finishing off the water lilies and then it's time to seal. I'm using a Gamvar gloss to seal this painting. It creates a beautiful sheen finish. The colours become even more vibrant and it helps protect the piece from sunlight. I'm lightly brushing on the Gamvar gloss in the same direction and I'm using 2 different paint size brushes, one to get into the cracks of the flowers and the other to fill the base. I usually give the piece a couple of days to cure. If needed on highly textured pieces like this one, I will give 2 coats of Gamvar gloss. But overall, this is the finished look. It is an original painting. This is me, I'm the artist. My name's Jessica, and I hope to see you on the next project.